All right. Here we go. Perfect. Well, we are live. This is the first time I've gone live here from the computer here on this page, so hopefully everything works without any problems. But guys, my name is Matt Hall, and for those of you who already know me, you know that I work with people, entrepreneurs, people in the health space, and helping them to build an online brand and to increase their reach. And really my mantra is that I want to help you and help people, yoga teachers and people in the health space, to serve more people on a deeper level, getting their message out there. So I've been in this area of online branding and marketing for a couple of years now, and have recently started to work a lot more with yoga teachers. And a lot of you know me from the webinar that I've done multiple times over the last couple months, and also my branding course that I have. So I wanted to come today, and I'm going to start doing kind of a series of branding trainings here on Facebook. And today I really wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the benefits of building an online yoga brand, as well as this question of should we get caught up in the vanity metrics? And I kind of want to have a conversation around this. So feel free to type in the comments where you're from, if you're a yoga teacher or not, how long you've been a yoga teacher, and I think it could be fun to also connect yogis through these trainings as I roll these out, okay? So first of all, I was having a conversation really recently with a yoga teacher, okay? And I asked her, why is it that you want to build an online brand? Why is it that you want to grow a following on Instagram, for example, and you love to watch those numbers increase, right? And it was interesting when she stopped and she paused and she was thinking about what it was that really was the driving factor and the motivation for growing her online brand. It took her a minute to think about it. And part of it was financial. Like, yes, I want to have a platform where I can serve people and sell products and things like that. But at the core was, I want to get my message out to more people, right? And that, to me, is kind of the thing that I hear most from yoga teachers is, I have a message that I want to share with the world. And I believe that building an online brand can do that, right? And that's just one of so many benefits of building an online brand. And so I wanted to share with you guys why I think it's so valuable for you to be branding yourself online in your yoga business or in your health business, whatever it is that you're involved with. But usually this audience is yoga teachers, right? So first of all, when you brand yourself online, you basically are building kind of a side business, and you're essentially building a place that becomes kind of a security net. And not only can it provide income for you by itself, right? That's one of the things that I help yoga teachers do, is start to generate income online. And it starts just, a couple $100s a month, and then we build that and scale that over time as I coach teachers in building courses and products and things like that. But we start small with things like affiliate marketing and ebooks, and we work our way up through a series of products, right? And that's great. But even if you're not interested in that, building an online brand is really, really valuable to you as a yoga teacher. And that could be whether you have a studio or not. Let's say that you're a yoga teacher and you're working in a studio right now, right? Maybe you teach a couple classes a day, what have it. As you build your online brand, okay, as you attract more people to you and your message and your style, you become more valuable to your studio, okay? And more, my wife, she worked at a studio recently, a brand new studio that was opening up. And one of the only reasons why she got that job initially was that studio was looking for yoga teachers and instructors that already had an audience that they could pull in as well to the studio. And so as you build your online following as a yoga teacher, you become almost indispensable to a yoga studio. And if you ever were to want to relocate to a different location, it's going to be so much easier for you to get a different job if you have a following, right? And it may not be that you have a huge following in that local market, but as you build your brand online and you end up with 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers on Instagram, Facebook, what have it, you will have some people in that local market, and that becomes very attractive to yoga studios. Now, it's not the most important thing, right? What's most important is your quality of teaching and the value that you bring to your students, hands down. But it's kind of an added bonus that studio owners look for, is how can we get influencers into our studio? So that's one of the benefits, is it provides job security for you. Also, a lot of yoga teachers that I talk to, they say, I want to build up my following so that I can become an ambassador for this clothing line or this, or what have it. And I think that's great. That's a great motivation. That's a great benefit to being to building up a following, right? That could mean just free clothes, which is awesome. But in some cases, my wife and I are involved in a relationship, an ambassador relationship, where we actually get paid by that ambassador. So that's another benefit of building up your online brand, right? Your obviously increases your credibility and opportunities and all of these things. Now, I want to transition. I think it's probably pretty clear that building an online brand is valuable, right? But how big does that brand and your following really need to be? This is something that comes up all the time, where a yoga teacher that I'm coaching or I'm talking with, they say, I only have a couple thousand people in my following. There's no way I could make money from my account, or I don't consider myself an influencer, right? And what I want you guys to understand is that even if you only have, a couple hundred followers, imagine you sitting in a room with a couple hundred people. That's a pretty big platform. That's a pretty big audience that you get to reach. Now, yes, it's not millions and it's not hundreds of thousands, it's not tens of thousands, but even small numbers can be extremely valuable and impactful to you. And that's one of the things that I teach in my webinars and my trainings that I've done, and that I'll do in the future for you guys here on Facebook, is how to really serve the people that are already in your audience on a deeper level so that you can increase your income, okay? How can you serve people on a deeper level, create more value to then get value in response, in exchange? So really, you can do that with a small number of people. And there's a great article out there called 1,000 True Fans, and I recommend that you check it out. And the concept is that in the online world, if you have 1,000 true fans, and the way you measure that is they would be willing to pay you for your services or your products $100 throughout a year. So maybe that's one purchase of a $100 product, or maybe it's 10 purchases of a $10 product, whatever it may be. But if you have 1,000 people who are truly raving fans that love to purchase from you and get closer to you, get more access to you, and are willing to pay for that you could create $100,000 a year income, right? And we've seen people do this over and over and over again in the online space. Okay, so that's 1,000 true fans. Okay, that to me is a better goal than to have the goal of having 100,000 followers on Instagram, right? Sometimes we get caught up in what I call the vanity metrics, right? How many followers do I have? How many likes am I getting on my images? And a lot of that, we love it because it feeds our ego, right? It feeds our ego and it makes us feel good, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But if you're looking at building a business, what really matters is, are people getting enough value from you that they're choosing to give value back, right? So from a business perspective, it's, are you giving enough value to get value back? And you can do that with a small audience, right? So don't feel like you have to have a fan base of 10,000 people before you can start to build your business online. Don't get too caught up in the vanity metrics, in trying to find hacks and ways that you can get tens and thousands of followers. In my opinion, the focus should be on, how can I serve people on a deeper level? How can I really serve people? And that's when things start to flow in any business, right? So that's the message for today, guys. Don't get too caught up in these vanity metrics. Obviously, more opportunities are going to open up for you as your audience grows. But even with a couple hundred followers, you can start to create additional income. You can start to get some of the benefits of creating an online brand. And my goal for you guys in these trainings is going to be to help you scale that audience, to help share with you different social media tips and different strategies and techniques that you can use to grow your following online so that you do end up serving more people on a deeper level, increase your impact, increase your income, get your message out there, and really do what resonates with you and what you're looking to do. So I hope you guys get benefit from all of these trainings. If you like the ideas that I've shared so far, feel free to tag a yoga teacher friend in the comments below, and stay tuned for many more trainings like this one. Thanks, guys. Bye.